Hello and welcome to Selfie Torah. Okay, here's a little bit of a disclaimer. If you're watching this thinking that I'm going to go into the pool in my suit again, that was last week's video, not happening today. My dry cleaning bill is way too high. So, here we have a pool, and I'm going to exhibit to you a very well-known example parable known as the ripples in the pond that you all know about, but I'm going to prove it wrong, or not exactly prove it wrong, but prove why it is missing some important information. Here you have a green and orange, I know my colors, I think, ball, and I'm going to throw it into the pool and take a look at what it does to the lovely water in the pool. Hard to get the angle here, but ooh, look at those ripples spreading. So people always talk about the ripples in the pond, and the actions you do have far-reaching effects on other things and other people and other places, and that's a great example and a great parable. Except I want you to take a look now, about 10 or 15 seconds after we finish dropping that ball in. Not a very ripply pool now, is it? Ripply, believe it or not Ripply. So yeah, ripples for a few moments, but those ripples stop. And what I want to show you and demonstrate to you is that our actions go way, way beyond the small ripples in a pond, but ripples without gravity, ripples in space that will go on forever. See, Avram's father, Terach, and if you want to know about Terach and what kind of dad he was, take a look in this week's Nagila Weekly, which is available on NagilaWest.org and also on the Nagila West Facebook page, Nagila West Coast Facebook page. He was not a great guy. Nevertheless, Avram is promised by God that his father is going to have a portion in the world to come. Well, why would he have a portion in the world to come? He's a rotten, lousy person, an idolater and a thief, and he wasn't very good to his son either. Why does that make any sense? Now, there's a few different approaches, and some say that he did tshuva, he repented before he died. But there are some opinions that Terach never did tshuva. He never changed. Why does Terach earn eternal reward forever and ever and ever for thousands and millions and billions and gazillions and picillions of years? Why? And it's simply because Terach, the father of Avram, did just that. He gave birth. Well, his wife gave birth. But he fathered Avram. And he gave life to a person that would forever change the world. Now hold up a second. Terach was not supportive of Avram's activities. He was not supportive of Avram's goodness. He didn't try to help Avram grow at all. In fact, it was quite the opposite. He tried ending Avram. Nevertheless, he gets credit for eternity for Avram's goodness, for the credit for all the good the Jewish people do in the world forever and ever 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 and ever. It's a pretty amazing thing, because when we do something, the ripples are not simply ripples in the pool that clearly end after a few moments. They go on forever, and every action we have, the ramifications are eternal. And I want to do a little bit of an exercise, and I'm curious to see posts or emails or texts from people watching this. Can you think of an example of a time in your life when you did something, positive or negative, you don't have to be specific, what was the most far-reaching ramification? Did it affect someone in a different country? Did it affect someone's children or grandchildren? Did it affect someone's finances who you didn't even know? Did it affect a child's upbringing? I'm curious to hear, because every action we do really has incredibly intense and far-reaching ramifications. So kids, adults, whoever's listening and watching this, make sure we keep in mind that everything we do has incredible ripples that last forever, not just in a pool or in a pond, but in outer space with unlimited inertia. And the positive things we do, the Torah, the wisdom we teach other people, the kindness we show other people will last forever and always affect their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren for a very long time. And have a Nagila Shabbat.